there's no other job like it. It's a Disney princess. Who doesn't want that job? It comes with a lot of baggage, but it's the best thing you'll ever do. And just, it takes 100 bad kids, but one kid to give you the biggest hug to just make your day amazing. So I wouldn't trade it for the world.
How do you do? This is Caitlin
and Sarah,
and welcome to our magical podcast, where we will be talking to a princess of Disneyland.
This young beauty is not only one princess, but two, Belle and Snow White.
She is going to tell us the behind the scenes of her adventure of becoming a princess and her day-to-day life in the castle.
So I feel like the biggest misconception, or the biggest question I get asked, or that people assume, is that I go to work and I get my makeup done and I sit in this luxury chair and there's makeup artists, but that is far from the truth. Part of our princess training is actually going to the cosmetologist at Disney, and they provide all the eyeshadows and the blushes and things like that we'll need. And then we actually are taught how to do our makeup. Everything's documentation, meaning everyone has to have the same makeup, the same brand, do it the same way. It's very strict. So for instance, makeup's different for every single princess. Some princesses wear fake eyelashes, some don't. Some wear glitter, some don't. It all just really depends on the personality and how the princess is represented in their movie. But I do it myself, and if they feel I didn't do something right or that I need to fix something, they will come over and ask you to do so. As for the wigs, we're taught how to put them on ourselves, how to prep our hair underneath with the wig caps, how to pin up our hair, and then how to put on our wig and pin it on correctly. But at the beginning of our shift, when we put on our wig, it does need to be checked by a cosmetologist to make sure it looks okay, make sure the curls look right, or that it's just wavy enough, or that the bangs are in the right position. And after they fix it in the beginning of the day, we're pretty much good for the rest of the day. Unless, for instance, a lot of the time for me, if people have the sequin ears on, like the Mickey ears, if they get too close to you, it gets caught in our wig and it rips out the curls, and you'll come off looking like a big poof ball. So hint, if you're ever wearing those, don't get too close to someone's wig because it will rip it out. So complexion, there's a couple different aspects of it. One is breakouts, like rashes, any type of, mark on your face, as well as your body that's showing. And then another part is like being tan and all of that sort of stuff. So number one, breakouts. Breakouts happen, and thankfully they know that we can't always control that. With breakouts, they're pretty lenient. If you have a few breakouts, it's not a big deal. You're human, and if anything, it makes you as a character more realistic. If you're picture perfect all the time, it's just not, it doesn't feel like a normal person. It's mandatory that we don't have any tan lines. If you were hired in at a certain complexion, so for example, I am Hispanic, so I can get tan. I was hired in December, January, so I was at my palest at that point in the year. When I got hired, they did ask me, is this your regular complexion? Do you get darker? And I'm not someone who goes outside very often, so I said this is pretty normal. And they said, great, you need to stay this way year round because this is what we're hiring you in as. You need to stay that way.
Okay, give me your best Belle impression.
The other day, my papa came by the castle to tell me all about his new inventions. Would you like to hear about his latest one?
Yes.
Well, it's a machine that's supposed to wash the dishes. Oh, I'm so excited. If it works, Mrs. Potts is going to be so happy. It'll make bath time for Chip so much easier.
What's the weirdest question a kid's asked you in character?
One time I was in Snow White, and a little 2 or 3-year-old walked into my room and started asking me, Snow White, where's your hose? Where's the hose at? Where are your hose at? And I was absolutely mortified, and I looked at the mom, who was absolutely mortified, and then it clicked and it she remembered she calls the dwarves hi-hos because that's a song they sing in my story. So the mom quickly told the child, hi-hos, hi-hos. She's asking about the hi-hos, the dwarves. And then we kind of laughed it off, and I was able to tell her where the dwarves were at.
Thanks for tuning in to our royal ride with a Disney princess. Have a magical day.